You know, today, Friday, of course, it isn't a Friday on the Local Vibe if we don't find out what to watch.
Yeah, so let's say good morning to our eminent author, producer, professor, and for us, movie and film and show reviewer extraordinaire,
yes,
Dale M. Pollack. Good morning, Dale. Good to see you this morning.
Good morning, Brian. Good morning, Devontae. Boys Club this morning, huh?
Yeah, a long time no see, too, Dale. So first things first, Dale, let's get started with that first movie, Hijack on Apple TV. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, it's a 7-episode series, and I've got to be honest, when this started, I said, how are they going to maintain the tension over 7 hours? Because this is a standard hijack movie. Bad guys take over a plane, the passengers begin to find a way to fight back, and they're led by Idris Elba. And they do a good job at the beginning of not making his motives very clear, so there's some mystery about that. But I will say this series works. I'm on the edge of my seat for the entire episode, at least for the first 3 that have been shown. We'll see if they can extend that suspense for another 4, but it's off to a really good start. And it's all about the cross-cutting between what's going on the plane and what's going on the ground as people realize that it's actually been hijacked. So I don't know where this is going eventually, which I think is a good thing. It's not predictable. You don't know exactly what's going to happen next. And I think it's one of the most exciting series that's streaming right now.
It sounds like it has a high popcorn score, I'd say, especially with Idris.
Yeah, 4 popcorns and fully deserving of them.
I hope the final episodes do kind of play out and live up to what it's been building so far. I really like Idris Elba. I mean, he does a lot of different things, and he's really good.
He's one of the best actors working today.
Yeah, I think so, too. All right, so we go from Hijack to our next one, The Idol on Max. I've noticed that people have seen this, Dale. We're getting some mixed reviews on it.
Oh, mixed reviews is kind, Brian. This has been I mean, people have said this is the worst series ever to be on TV.
Yikes.
I don't agree with that. I mean, it is kind of mesmerizing. It's like watching a car crash in slow motion. It is certainly one of the most controversial shows of the year. And it stars The Weeknd, a rap star who's making, I think, his acting debut here, and Lily Rose Depp, who is the daughter of Johnny Depp, and she looks like the daughter of Johnny Depp. She has his very sensual mouth and his eyes, and as I say, it's kind of like a slow motion accident because she is a drug addicted singer who's trying to find a new way to present herself to her audience. The Weeknd walks in as a producer kind of off the street who tries to reshape her in his idea of what she should be. And ultimately, she's a pawn between the record company, her manager, her agent, her lawyer. And at the end, you don't like any of these people. I mean, it is one of the most distasteful series I've seen in a while. And there are character swings that just don't make sense. And this series actually debuted at the Cannes Film Festival. They showed 2 episodes, and it got people walked out, people screamed at the screen. So this is, if you want something that's pretty controversial, The Idol is the one to check out. I just don't think it works very well dramatically. And at the end, you're left with a lot of sizzle and no real content.
Interesting.
Yeah, I hate to hear that for The Weeknd. Dale, like you mentioned, this is his first film debut, so...
And maybe his last after. Yeah. I mean, he's out of his depth. And it shows. 2 popcorns. And I'm being charitable.
Okay, hold on. You are being charitable because you just called this the worst series that was ever put on television.
Yeah.
What does it take to give a 1 popcorn rating, Dale? I'm calling you out on this.
That wasn't me. That was critics that I've read. It was one of them. To me, it's a 2 popcorn, and I rarely go to 1.
Dale, class of 09. This is showing
I've wasted my youth.
Hulu.
Yes. Class of 09. You know, this is an FBI series. There used to be a lot of FBI series on the air. I remember growing up with one with Ephraim Zimbalist Jr. This is about a class that graduates in 2019, and it does something interesting. It flips back and forth between the present, the future, and the past. And after a while, over the number of episodes, 8, it gets a little tiresome. You're not sure where you are all the time. What makes this series really worth watching is the acting of Brian Tyree Henry, who I think is one of the best actors working. He did a film with Jennifer Lawrence earlier called Causeway, in which he was outstanding. He dominates the series. It also stars Kate Mara, who's a young actress. Her sister Rooney is also an actress. They're both been very successful. And Kate Mara adds a lot to this series. And this is something different. I haven't seen anything like this streaming. And it's compelling and it's interesting. It doesn't raise to the level, oh my God, you've got to see it, it's sensational. It's just so well acted that it's a pleasure to watch these actors at work from week to week, seeing how they develop the characters and develop the story through the characters. And that's something the streaming world offers now. You have time to develop a performance. When you're in a 2-hour movie, it's really different than when you're in a 7-hour series.
Right.
You know, in the 7-hour series, you can expand who your character is. That's very tough to do in just one movie. So this is an advantage of streaming, and this series takes advantage of that. And I think Class of '09 is one that's worth checking out.
Okay. Is the timeline, is it hard to
what I
follow,
was
to
gonna
kind of
say.
jumping around from different times?
It
Especially with
is.
the- yeah,
And
the
you know,
past.
I've noticed this in a lot of series lately. They don't seem to be content to stay in one time zone. You're going back into the past, you're going to the future.
Yeah.
You can get mixed up pretty easily as to where you are at this moment in time when you're watching the characters. And this series is an example of too much flipping. Let's just tell a story in one time and take it from beginning to end the way it used to be.
Well, hopefully the good acting will help with that confusion, Dale, but you give it 3 popcorns.
I did, because the acting is so strong.
Okay.
Okay.
Very good.
Dale, as always, we appreciate you.
Ask that question, when are they now?
Yeah,
Instead of
where
where
are
are they now? I know, you're just trying to kind of figure it
What
all
time
out.
period?
My goodness.
Yeah,
Dale,
that
you're the
could be it.
best.
That's
Thank
it.
you so much.
Thanks, Dale. And here
All
are
right.
those titles once more for you guys at home. Hijack on Apple TV Plus, The Idol on Max, and Class of '09 on Hulu. Of course, you can visit Dale anytime, DaleMPollock.com, to find more reviews.